Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Advancement Center and to the world of magic and miracles. This is the day of the Music for All broadcast. And it's not always the kind of music that you think of when you hear that word. It's about your music. It's about your personal music that came with you from your origin, that still comes to you from your origin. And it's a beautiful thing. So I hope, for those of you who might be on the call for the first time today, I want to welcome you especially. This is a very different broadcast. And music means so many things. But the music is everything. But the music that I tend to work with on these broadcasts is your own personal music, your song, including these sounds that are coming from gardeners working down the road. All of it. It's frequency. It's vibration. And it brings in your beauty. It brings in the beauty of the world. Because without each and every one of us, we are the ones that bring in the beauty through our music. So, welcome back. So there's still a lot happening everywhere, here and everywhere. And more than what's spoken about, I'm not talking about what's spoken about in the media. I'm talking about what's actually happening on the planet beyond here in the realms. There's a lot happening. However, a lot of it is we're having more interactions here than we have in a really long time. And again, if you just see it all as the music, the dance, it's always moving, it's always flowing. And one of the most important things we could do is constantly move forward, constantly step into the future. Thank you. Into the future on your wave, your magic carpet of your own music. If we can just stay seeing that, and it's likely different for each and every one of us, but we're all bringing this magical future into the planet right now. It's a really exciting time. And there may be what appear some strange external things happening. One of them being that the greatest show on earth, which we plan to physically put on in a theater here in Santa Barbara this Sunday, we had to cancel last week. But that's just a little blip. It's not really anything of significance, especially since the show is happening anyway. And you will all experience it. This Saturday, the 13th, I may have said Sunday, this Saturday the 13th is going to be a very special day everywhere. So So there we've got a little bit of silence from external things, which is really nice. And it's a very quiet day here, besides those sounds. As you can see, it's overcast, but it's like being wrapped in a cocoon today. It's actually not very cold. It's really lovely, and yeah, it's a very comfortable place right now. So one of the things that you're going to be experiencing more and more and more. The more you are aware, in touch with your own music, the more you let it be free, you let yourself be free in that, the more you affect everything around you, from people to animals to the weather. It's really kind of an amazing experience. I had my own personal experience yesterday afternoon by the ocean with about, I think I counted 9 white snowy egrets that were all together. It's very unusual. Often you might see 1 or 2 together as long as I've been here, but I've never seen 9 all together. And I hung out with them for quite a while. And it was by the ocean, so there's a lot that does happen where the sea meets the land. It's a really special place to be. I'm sure you've all felt it at one time or another. But what happened yesterday was quite unique. It was again like we were sharing our music. The birds, the ocean, even people walking by occasionally. But there's this beautiful connection happening. And they actually let me into their world. And it was so lovely. It's hard to describe actually, because I kind of left. I didn't, yeah, I wasn't in my mind. It was an amazing place to be. And these beautiful creatures, whether it's birds or dogs or dolphins or whales or whatever creature it is, when they allow you into their world, it is always such a special gift and such a special treat. And what I'm feeling is that everything that's happening here right now is allowing this to happen more often. There's more of a sense of safety for the animals. And there's less separation among beings. So everyone and everything is tending to look after one another more than ever before. It's what was intended to be here from the beginning, but things were influenced different ways. But we're coming now to a place where we're finally stepping into the world that we actually originally designed to be here. A world of beauty and harmony and joy and abundance and laughter and play and fun and lightness. So if you just stay aware of your music, stay aware of your beautiful connection to yourself, you will influence everyone to do the same. You don't even have to speak about it. It's so that's what's happening. So let yourself feel it. All the time, anytime. Have fun with it. There's no more judgment. There's no more doing it right. That's not it at all. It's about connecting with yourself. You have absolute and total permission from a very big place, very big beings, yeah, it's hard to describe this. So we're going to be doing that. We always celebrate here, but there's always celebration, there's always laughter, there's always fun. And there will continue to be that. So just stay in that world. Stay in your own world. There's also fields. They're fields of vibration. We each have our own field. And fields can cross. But if you're staying in your own world, it's fine. If some of these words are a little foreign to some of you, that's okay. It's kind of a new language. There's definitely new language here now and still coming. And it's universal. And another word that's very descriptive of our experience in all this is sparkles. They're actually a very real thing. Sparkles are like the champagne bubbles they're like champagne bubbles. They're sparkly, they're brilliant, they lift you, they lift those that you sparkle. They can lift where you're sitting right now. You can just send them up in this beautiful whirling stream of sparkles. And they could go out everywhere, and they do. So don't hesitate to do that. I just heard it's interesting how Walt Disney brought in Tinkerbell and Sparkles that comes from this world, but tried to own it, which is really kind of a joke. You can't own that, but so it's fine to think of that, but know that they belong to you. They belong to everyone. And I don't know if you can feel the shower of sparkles right now, but it's like a shower. It's like fireworks. They're dancing. They're sparkling everywhere. And I have to say, I am a huge fan of the music that we all think of when you hear the word that comes through instruments, people playing instruments, through people and their song, people singing. And it is one of my favorite things on the planet. So let the music that moves you, let the music that stirs you up, let the music that soothes you, whatever you desire, let it be there for you. But know that you have your own music. And you do connect with frequencies that are familiar to you. You know, there are some when you hear them, you just know. There's not even a thought process. It makes you move. It makes you smile. It makes you dance. It makes you. That's why it's so much fun to be in an environment where there's music that's making everybody move and smile and dance and twirl. And music is for all. It is for everyone. It's not owned by anyone. One of the other things that got put in place here. I'm meaning that in a different way. So that's all I'm going to say about that. So I'm just moving some energies right now and playing with frequencies, playing with the sparkles. And I hope you can all feel it. It's really fun. You can do it yourself. And when you're in the flow of your own music, this actually happens automatically. It's actually nothing to do. And you'll see it. It will be reflected back to you in some form or another. It can happen in so many ways. Animals are such a beautiful reflection of where you are. They're extraordinarily sensitive. As are you. But they have no filters. We come in without filters, and then a lot of filters get placed there, and it's time for the filters to just melt away. This is really fun. I actually feel you dancing, not necessarily physically moving, but I feel a movement and a lightness in all of you. Isn't that amazing? We don't even need physical music, nor do we need to be physically moving to have the experience. It's kind of amazing. And if you want to get up and dance, gosh, do it. Don't let anything hold you back. I've done that on the street. A particular piece of music came into my my life, my world for a little while, and I was dancing and singing, running down the street, and I didn't care. And some people would look at me and laugh and have fun with me. Other people would look at me like, "What's wrong with her?" So it really doesn't matter. If you're having fun, if you're enjoying yourself, it's fine. And the ocean here in Santa Barbara just came into my field. It's very calm right now. Something extraordinarily special about the ocean. And speaking of frequencies, and you can actually get in the rhythm of the ocean. It's something that I've experienced here. I have a very different relationship with the ocean here than I've ever had anywhere insofar as our tides here ebb and flow. Low tide will have a beach, plenty of beach to walk on, and high tide we will often have no beach to walk on. So I've had to develop this awareness of that, which I've never had to do before. And it's been really quite amazing. And I've always been connected to the ocean, but the one I have here it's different. It's hard to talk about. It's very direct. It's actually growing. I actually play with the ocean. I know that sounds strange. I just said doesn't matter. You can be strange. So, but I really felt it again yesterday. So the rhythm, there's rhythm everywhere. It's all around us. When there's movement and vibration and frequency, there's rhythm. And it's what we dance with. And it's so joyful. So I'm slowing down the movement of the energies a bit. I didn't realize it was really traveling there for a bit because I was having so much fun. So sorry if that was a bit much. I'm slowing it down. So thank you for being here today. It's a joy to have you with us. We can feel you, even if you're not here physically with us. Each and every one of you is felt. Thank you for your presence. Thank you for your music. Keep playing. Have the time of your life. And we wish you all a perfect life, perfect health, and an extraordinarily magic future. Thank you.